Hey guys, it's your boy M.K.S. Hopefully I'll do a bit better than the last video, but anyway, hope you check out part 1 if you haven't already done so. I hope it's not as bad as I think. I felt a bit nervous for some reason again, like in some of my videos, and I sort of messed up the intro a bit, but anyway, I hope everyone's well. And yeah, so I briefly mentioned, I briefly touched on, I mentioned in my last video how it's my birthday on the 29th of August, which is like 4 days away, and I hope for like people to send donations to this. For my birthday, I dream for people to send donations to charities which support dyslexia awareness in Asia and Africa. But just as a side note, but for Christmas, I was thinking this year, I would love to encourage as many people as possible, especially my friends and family, but as many people as possible, generally, especially those who are charitable or those, and especially in particular those who want to support Africa, to donate to some of the organizations such as Andela, but also I think it's called Project Codex and things like. If you Google, if you go into YouTube and you type in the search box, teaching African girls to code, or African girls learning to code, or things like that, or young Africans learning to code, or just generally Africans learning to code, you'll find a lot of organizations which look in, or African technology or things like. You'll find a lot of organizations which are training African technologists or things like that. And also there are many tech hubs in Africa. So at Christmas time, I hope to, this year in 2020, I hope to choose that as like my chosen charity and like encourage as many people as possible, especially my friends and family. Like, I don't want any presents myself or any money or anything like that myself or anything like that, because there's nothing I really need that much. So I hope that I can encourage people to donate. And I know people are a bit wary about donations because they think it might be a scam or whatever, but so instead of donating to me as cutting the middleman out, so to speak, if they can donate to those charities on my behalf. And also, if you do so, please let me know, like on the YouTube channel, if you're planning to do so or you do so, please let me know. I think it'd be interesting to see how many people are inspired to do so or mentor, or if you're gonna help African technology, please let me know, and what plans you have, like whether it's mentoring, teaching, training, donating to, sponsoring your own school, or part of school at least, or sending equipment or things like that. Like one idea I had was, which I hope to come to in possibly this video or part 3 maybe, which I might continue on Thursday. Anyway, is like to sponsor school in Africa, and I was hoping like wealthy donors would sponsor maybe at least part of the school, in the case of wealthy donors sponsoring an entire school for people in Africa. Like in the case I made on Facebook was sponsoring a school specifically for girls in South Africa, but there could be loads like that, and some could be for boys and some could be for girls, and some could be unisex or things like that. So yeah, I hope that made sense. If you don't understand, please ask me any questions. All comments, as they were welcome. So anyway, I think that was enough for the intro. So I'm going to crack on with the list. Again, please check out part 1 if you haven't already done so. So number 11, again, I hope to change the perception of Africa and show that they can do well in technology, and see what they've already done and how they can be inspired from the successes they've already had, and bringing organizations like Codex, Andela, and other organizations which support African tech together, and maybe even like ones that support software and ones that support hardware or coding or programming or whatever it is. And I don't know much about tech myself, but just I obviously have these ideas for philanthropy and all that, which would be quite ironic for somebody who's not really that tech savvy myself. Anyway, to bring these organizations to come together, and especially to train young people. Andela deals with people who are already, I think, qualified in tech, but I think it'd be great to train them, from the youngest possible age. And again, I want to train as many people from Africa as possible if I can, or fundraise for the training of or things like that, and put it into people's mind as the idea to support African tech. But sorry, I lost my train of thought. But I although I'm not that good at tech myself, but yeah, to bring these organizations together. Number 12, again, I hope people go to volunteer, mentor, and whatever strengths they have, like, say, for instance, a dyslexic person from Britain or America going to train fellow dyslexics in Africa. I'll say they have what they have in common is they're both dyslexic. So even if they're different races or ethnicities or backgrounds, they could still perhaps support a fellow dyslexic. So I'd love to have like a neurodiverse team that goes and gets dyslexic, autistic, or dyspraxic, or even ADHD people to go and train fellow people with similar disabilities, or neurodiverse people generally in Africa as well, especially. But again, I'd love to train as many people in Africa, or get as many people in Africa trained as possible in technology. Number 13, again, hope my videos aren't too cringeworthy, or I hope they sort of make sense as well. I hope people kind of understand, and again, hope don't repeat too many points and things like that. Number 14, hopefully, again, like, I hope all these organizations will come together, solve problems, and train people from the youngest possible age. Number 15, I hope for as many of the 1 billion or so people from across Africa as possible, particularly the indigenous Africans, but also like Arabs and other groups, especially from diverse groups, possibly excluding the AfriCANs or Poors who want to be separatists. But in terms of like indigenous Africans, especially, mainly because black people and especially women have been underrepresented in tech, and also especially people from of color across Africa, and Aborigines and Maoris and people like that. But it'd be great as well to see them networking together, and perhaps the global Black diaspora networking together, and like mentoring people from Africa and again solving their problems. As many of the 1 billion or so people, especially girls. But again, like, once they learn technology, they could train their fellow Africans as well. So if a girl learns about technology, she can teach her siblings, teach her brothers and sisters about technology as well. I think it's Malcolm X who said, if you educate a man, you educate an individual, but if you educate a girl, or a woman, you educate a whole village or something like that. So, but anyway, I love them to train and teach each other, hopefully for the future. Number 16, again, I'd love to hear from other people's ideas and bring together friends of Africa, as well as people from Africa, to network together and build a Pan-African network. It'd be great to see Africans working together and like ending all their tribal divisions, like countries like Central Africa, or even South Africa, where there's a lot of xenophobia sometimes, or Central Africa, which had interreligious or religious wars. It'd be great to see them coming together, whatever their religion or background, to network together through for or through technology. Again, people of all ages and backgrounds supporting each other. And what if Africa was more united through technology? I think that'd be pretty awesome. Number 17, again, I think it'd be great to imagine what Africa could do, and showing that Africans showing that they are intelligent and hardworking, whatever else. So again, change the perception of Africa. Number 18, hopefully, if Africans do train every single day, and get the funding and the support, they can achieve some amazing things in the future. Number 19, again, hope that they'll work together in all areas of technology, software, game making, or all sorts of things. It'd be great to see African girls making games as well, like online games or video games or things like that. And number 20, again, like older people teaching the young and vice versa. So people of all ages teaching each other and training each other in technology. So I'd love to hear what you think, and I say hopefully I didn't waffle too much, and hopefully in the future, in 5 or 10 years, Africa will do really well in technology. So anyway, I'm out. Peace out.